Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet program which allows one to enter numerical values or data in the rows or columns of a spreadsheet, and to use these numerical entries for such things as calculations, graphs, and statistical analysis. That's extremely valuable for many businesses, which use it to record expenditures and income, plan budgets, chart data, and present fiscal results. It can be programmed to pull in data from external sources such as stock market feeds, automatically running data through formulas such as financial models to update information in real time. Like Microsoft Word, Excel has become a standard in the business world, with Excel spreadsheets frequently emailed and otherwise shared to exchange data and perform various calculations. Excel also contains fairly powerful programming capabilities for those who wish to use them that can be used to develop relatively sophisticated financial and scientific computation capabilities. Each Excel file is called a workbook. Like many other programs, Excel allows you to save, open, and close workbooks from the File menu, which is located at the top left corner of the screen in the ribbon. The ribbon is the menu of options along the top of an Excel document. Within each workbook, Excel contains multiple worksheets, which appear as tabs along the bottom of the screen. Worksheets are an easy way to contain multiple pages of data within one workbook in a logical manner. Each worksheet contains a grid of rows, columns, and cells. Rows appear along the side of the sheet and are labeled using numbers, starting with 1. Columns appear along the top of the sheet and are labeled using the letters starting with A. At the intersection of every row and column lies a cell, which is referred to by its address, which is a combination of its row number and cell letter. For example, the cell C5 lies at the intersection of row 5 and column C. When you select a cell and start typing, you can insert data into that cell. Data comes in a variety of formats, including numbers, letters, and equations. Any individual cell can contain any of the following types of data accepted by Excel. Numbers, which are numerical values like 5 or 8.3. Numbers can be used as part of calculations like addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Strings, which are text like Boston. Strings can be manipulated in various ways to find pieces of text within them or chopping them in half. Dates, which represent days in the standard calendar, like May 19th, 2019. Cell references, which point Excel into other cells in your workbook, like C9. Functions, these are formulas that allow you to quickly and easily perform calculations that would be difficult to do by hand. These functions are often based on the contents of other cells within your workbook and can output numbers, strings, or dates. And if you enter a function into Excel that doesn't make sense, it'll give you an error. Whenever you see an error, it means that there's a problem with your function and you need to revise it. A few examples of how a company might use Excel are to keep track of sales by customer from month to month, monitor customer payments to ensure that none are late, keep track of expenses and assign them to particular employees, calculate hours worked per employee for monthly payroll, calculating monthly payments on the office mortgage, creating graphs or charts to explain company performance over time, estimate monthly sales for the next 3 years based on historical data, and assign projects and tasks to employees in a centralized location. Due to its extreme versatility and power, Excel has become one of the most used software programs in the business world since its launch in 1985. The personal computing renaissance of the 1980s and 90s was largely driven by the many uses of Excel and other spreadsheet software.